If you are hiring a doula directly, privately, without the help of an agency that has, already done vetting for that doula, we would recommend that you speak directly to references and ideally directly to families that the doula has worked for in the last couple of years, so that these are recent references. And you're going to want to ask things like, were they consistently on time for shifts? And were they knowledgeable, knowledgeable about newborn development and postpartum recovery and maybe infant feeding and things along those lines, sleep patterns. And we don't expect them to know everything, but did they have a base knowledge that the family felt confident in, and a way to get further information that was trustworthy and evidence-based when maybe they didn't have all of the answers to all of their questions. You also probably will want to ask, if they provided non-judgmental support, checking in for, were they knowledgeable without pushing one agenda or another. That's something that we definitely look for as an agency. And as an agency, we of course then have the benefit of also getting ongoing feedback from families that we pair that doula with to sort of confirm what we think we know about the doula, or learn if there's other areas of improvement we need to help them with. Because of course we always want to take it with a grain of salt, the fact that they are going to be, as references, typically connecting us with families that we're happy with their services. But there may be ways you can still get at these important questions, even with those initial references. So whether support was non-judgmental, and even, how comfortable was it to have this person in their home? Did they kind of know how to read the room? Some families are looking for someone who can be, provide information and companionship and emotional support. And some people feel a little bit more private and want more hands-on support, and want to make sure they don't feel like they are feeling like they have to host this person, or have a new best friend, as some families say to me on the phone during our intake calls. So figuring out, if they were good at reading the room and anticipating the family's needs, intuiting those needs and finding ways to add value, and or communicating clearly with the family. Was the doula, kind of checking in to find out what would be most helpful and supportive, and to give the family opportunities to adapt how they were using their support. So those are some things you might look for. You might also specifically ask if there's anything they felt their doula could have improved upon with their help with their family. And that might help you. It won't necessarily mean you don't want to hire that doula, but it might help you set really clear expectations for the doula if it's something that you're hoping to have incorporated into their support with you. So part of this is to, make sure that this person comes highly recommended. And part of it is to start understanding how they work and what you might want to chat with them about during an interview or follow up to an interview, to make sure that not only are they qualified and a good fit, but you're setting them up for success by helping to explain what your priorities are, what your expectations are, what your understanding is. And that also provides an opportunity for the doula to clear up any misunderstandings there might be about the doula role, and really be clear about what they can and can't provide, to make sure that you're getting what you think that you are arranging for, and that the doula is set up for success in supporting your family.